It is true that the presidential election was generally seen to be free, fair, and peaceful. However, there was in fact a huge array of electoral malpractices virtually in all the states of the Federation before the actual voting began.
The year 1993, a year of unprecedented political upheaval. Nigeria's stillborn Third Republic suffered an early demise with the cancellation of the June 12 presidential elections. General protests preceded the exit of a general, followed by a short-lived interim arrangement that soon paved way for a return to khaki and jackboots. Many erstwhile Democrats lined up as willing servants of the junta, but there were heroes who stood up for what they believed. Bola Tinubu was one of these heroes. Although his nascent political career as a first-time senator had been cut short, he stood his ground, confronting the enemy of democracy.
I first met ASIWAJU as far back as I can remember in the year 1991-92, probably, when he made his first incursion into politics. And I remember our first encounter was in Kingibe's residence in Lagos. And he came off front as a man that is clear in his vision of Nigeria and very, very focused.
When we all could not get registered by the Babangida administration, we all joined SDP. Our political relationship and also friendship started from then on.
The fighter in Tinubu saw him risk personal safety, comfort, and his business interests to join up forces with other members of the pro-democracy National Democratic Coalition, NADECO. This defiance had its costs in incarceration and personal exile. The year 2003, a decade after, Tinubu's party, the Alliance for Democracy, had lost all the southwest states to the People's Democratic Party, save for Lagos. Tinubu, already notorious for fighting the mighty federal government on constitutional issues such as fiscal federalism, town planning, and local government governance, was expected to cave in, depressed and isolated. This was almost a mortal blow for the progressives. Many were disillusioned. Others capitulated in the face of the federal behemoth that was the ruling party. Not Bola Tinubu. This was yet another battle, a struggle, first to recover lost ground.
This work of getting the progressives to march didn't start in 2012, 2013. It started way back in 2003. This was 2003, 2005, and by 2006, we had already put up the United Democratic Alliance. It was at that point, 2005, 2006, that General Buhari came into the fold.
It was in 2005 when we realized, when I say we, I mean the opposition. The main opposition then were ACN, ANPP, CPC, ABUGA, and I think DPP. We realized that unless we sink our differences and come together, the PDP may turn Nigeria into a single party state.
So began a tussle between progression and degeneration, between electoral thievery and electoral justice. In the end, justice tested the mettle of malice for the people's mandate in the 2007 elections. Osun, Ekiti, and Edo emerged from the shadows of pain. Make no mistake, this victory was not served a la carte. Tinubu again showed the resilience required to back up his belief in standing up for right with strategic action. The leadership and inspiration of ASIWAJU was pivotal. Like a general in battle, he prodded, encouraged, was in the front line and never rested until recovery came. The effort was expansive, selfless and daunting, but he never doubted the possibilities. The year 2013, yet another decade. Now with more states under progressive leadership, the strategic effort to bridge the divide between all the progressives in all the corners of Nigeria occasioned a merger. February 6, 2013 was historic as it crystallized several years of trial, failure and continuing movement towards an ideal for Nigeria's political leadership to deliver true liberty to people from poverty and despair. Two things happened. First, the merger saw the four major opposition parties comprising the Congress for Progressive Change, CPC, the Action Congress of Nigeria, ACN, All Nigeria People's Party, ANPP, and the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, melt into one formidable party, the All Progressives Congress, APC. The second was to cement the progress by ensuring that an ideological basis that focused on everyday Nigerians was put in place. The idea was simple: to change the fortunes of the common man in Nigeria, to bring to bear the fruits of democracy to our citizens. This change was the singular driving force.
He has a dream and a vision of where he wants Nigeria to be. And I believe that is why in 2013, when the merger came up again, he gave it his all.
It was dangerous to Nigeria to keep that administration for another term, and the evidence of that is already before us. The place was falling apart.
I think people like Tinubu were among those who insisted that this country cannot afford another 4 years of that kind of thing. And basically laid down their lives, laid down their resources, gave their commitment to make sure that change happens.
You must salute the courage, the passion, the foresight of people like ASIWAJU to reach across the aisle to say, look, let's forge a partnership to save Nigeria and to save ourselves.
He was able to gather the leadership of the political class together. It was key, more than gathering the populace. Because once you gather the leadership of the political class, then you ensure there was unanimity of purpose, and then they could sell jointly this change mantra to the public. So, like the new PDP, we were in constant contact with him and virtually negotiated through him. By the time the president and others got involved, we had gone far with ASIWAJU. He played a key role.
From day one, he let us know that, the depository of the party, the future of the party truly belonged to the young people. And our ability to carry ourselves, our ability to participate, not only as supporters, but as partners.
Then we realized such series of qualities, developed terms of reference, which eventually we agreed to merge.
Whether or not there could be a merger, everybody said it wasn't going to happen. It had never happened in Nigeria's history. As far as I was concerned, that was the victory in itself. That the impossible had become not only probable, but became possible. And that was due to ASIWAJU's self-conviction and, as I said, the ability to mobilize people and materials behind an idea that they feel sufficiently compelled to pursue. And to the extent that it was meant to save the country, it has achieved its purpose.
So I can say without any fear of contradiction and equivocal, the consistency that ASIWAJU has maintained in the process of bringing the parties together. He's never walked away from that, despite of the challenges.
ASIWAJU's outstanding leadership role in the merger and the 2015 general elections galvanized many. His belief was rewarded by an outstanding victory in March 2015 at the presidential elections that saw the emergence of President Muhammadu Buhari.
ASIWAJU was a bridge builder. He was the arrowhead. In fact, he was the driving force of the merger and the figurehead of what we achieved as APC in the elections, and we can't overlook that.
If Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not participate, there wouldn't have been the merger, and there wouldn't have been an APC government at the center. That's absolutely clear.
Yeah, they're a key factor in this government, so you can't ignore the role that ASIWAJU played.
The architect, of more than, opposition, today. And I can also attribute one of the people behind, the change of government from a ruling party to an opposition party, because he worked very, very hard and consistently to realize that.
He's very resolute, he's resilient, he's determined. Whenever he sets his mind to do a particular thing, he might not see the clear picture or the total picture. But one of the things that I've come to appreciate with him is that he will always take the first step of it.
He's extremely loyal. And that's when you know your friends. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter what happens to you. You can always count on ASIWAJU to be there.
He reaches across every tribe. And he doesn't judge you by your tribe, he just judges you by your ability to do your job.
ASIWAJU was a friend to the poor and the rich.
A courageous, political strategist, and quite dependable.
Political phenomenon in the last 2 decades of Nigerian political history.
I think there is no tribute that to pay to him other than to acknowledge that he certainly was one of the principal architects of the change that we have.
He has made more leaders out of his followers than anybody else in the last 2 decades.
I can only wish Your Excellency ASIWAJU Bola Ahmed Tinubu a very happy birthday today, and to wish you God's continued grace and guidance, and I hope that your strength will continue to renew and that your health will continue to renew. Happy birthday, sir.
My prayer for you is that every effort that you have put in, God will enable you to reap the rewards.
I will say what Nigerians usually say to politicians: now, God has not finished with you. So I pray that God shouldn't finish with him, and that he should continue to midwife progress.
I wish you well in the coming years, and I want to say a big thank you for being there for the women of Nigeria and for APC.
He should thank God that he has gone through so much and that he has remained relevant, that he is healthy and that he is young.
To the timeless years ahead, on the landscape of Nigeria's true democracy, may ASIWAJU's strides be inscribed on fields of gold.